A child's innocence. In the dark of night, a 5-year-old kid got up from bed to sneak into his father's bed to sleep between his arms after he got to know that his mother was at the hospital. Later, the kid sensed the absence of his father, so he rushed through every room in the house till he ended up finding him praying to Allah with tears running through his eyes. The kid left him and went back to bed. The next morning, he went to one of the gift shops nearby his house and said to the seller, "I'd like to buy that doll. Take all the money I have." The seller replied to him, "I'm sorry, but that's not enough money to buy the doll." The kid looked at the seller as he said, "You sure that I don't have enough money?" At that moment, there was a kind young man standing in front of the shop, following what was going on. Then he encountered the kid and asked him, "Who are you buying the doll for?" The kid answered in sadness, "My sister loved that doll so much, and I wanted to give it to my mother to send it to her. My sister went to Allah 2 days ago, as my father said that my mother is following her path soon. So I wanted to send this to my sister through my mother. I asked my father to not let my mother go to Allah till I get the gift." Afterwards, the kid took out a picture of him smiling and said, "I want my mother to hand this to my sister also so she never forgets me. I love my mother so much and I don't want her to go as well. I was convinced after my father told me that my mother is just going to go check up on my sister." The young man was perturbed as his heart almost stopped. Immediately, he took out his wallet and paid the money to get the doll without the kid realizing. The kid was extremely happy as he said, "All thanks to Allah. I prayed to Allah last night to bless me with enough money to buy the doll for my sister, and He answered thankfully. I also wanted to buy a white rose for my mother because she loves them so much, but I feared the idea of asking too much of Allah." The young man didn't leave him and took him to the florist and bought the flowers the kid asked for. He dropped off the kid at his house and greeted his father and got to know that his wife and daughter had been in an accident. The daughter had died. As for the wife, she was admitted to the hospital in critical condition since then. The husband had been praying to Allah every second of his time for his wife to get cured. 3 days later, a surprise occurred. The mother got better and went back home. The kid was so happy he ran to her arms to give her the biggest hug, saying, "I prayed to Allah to take care of my sister and send you back to us."
ما يفتح الله للناس من رحمة فلا ممسك لها وما يمسك فلا مرسل له من بعده وهو العزيز الحكيم. يا أيها الناس اذكروا نعمة الله عليكم هل من خالق غير الله يرزقكم من السماء والأرض لا إله إلا هو فأنى تؤفكون.